Steam Age?
I don't know.
Stop embarrassing us!
Because they still have blacksmithing, and it's alternated history, right? It's alternate history.
It's historical.
Yeah, it's alternate history.
I know that they have they're using the traditional Japanese stuff, like their houses and all.
Just what does the train look like? Does it look like Thomas the Tank Engine in a sense? Here's something. Is it more rectangular or is it very shapy? And does stuff come out of a chimney at the top?
Yes.
It's Steam Age. Because I'm pretty sure steam trains were the first way a train would actually work. Even if not steam, but
Tanjiro went to town to sell coal.
Yeah, and coal was used a lot in the Steam Age as it would heat things up.
Yay.
Heated up the water to make steam. It's probably steampunk. Are there any more? Are there more machines than just trains?
There's I don't know any other machines aside from the cars.
Cars?
Yeah.
Are they motorized?
Yes.
Okay, I have no idea what era this is.
I don't either.
It's like a mixture of the 1800s and the fucking steampunk era, but grabbed and moved all the way back to the medieval era. And then you just
I don't know if guns exist in this. Probably not.
And then, you just sort of like grab some salt shakers, one with demons in it, one with magic in it, one with ribbon dancers in it. Don't even like evenly pour them in. No, just however much you have left of each. Just throw the entire shaker in the pot with the time frames and everything. Add some fucking anime juice and boom, you've got yourself Demon Slayer. Also children. You just gotta grab an entire orphanage and just throw that in there. Because it seems it's a big focus. There's characters that look like children.
They all are teenagers.
And you know what? Add a single piece of moldy parsnip. Just to add some flavor. And then, boom. You stir that over 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about like...
And then add a decent amount of family care.
Yeah, add some dead families and a boar head.
Tanjiro looks after Nezuko, and Nezuko looks after Tanjiro.
But Aiden, like as you're stirring your mixture around like the 8-minute mark, you want to throw in some dead families. Continue stirring for another 8 minutes because you're stirring for a total of 32 minutes, which means you want to add things in 8-minute intervals just to keep it even and to make it more cooked into the story. After the what's it called? The next 8 minutes after the dead families, just throw an entire spider in there. Like just have one imported from Australia because they're pretty big, and just heat it into the pot.
Then also the drum guy. You gotta eat him in there before the spider.
Sure.
Yes, they fight a guy where his powers is drums.
And then, next 8 minutes, I don't know.
Throw in a fat guy that Inosuke freaking murders.
Nah. Don't.
Demon
we're not really adding characters in the mixture. They just get like produced as like side effects from all the shit we're adding. The next 8-minute interval,
Okay,
what you add
about
is
the
creepy landscapes, because that's literally the only thing I've ever seen any clips from this show in, is some dark, creepy forest. So just throw like 4,000 pounds of trees into the mixture, and just continues. Actually, you know what? Wait, throw 2,000 pounds in first, and then like once you're done and you've taken it off of the stove and have let it cool for like 30 minutes. You just put the rest of the trees in. Because that's all there is in this damn anime, is trees. And then eventually you just put some blacksmithing and a bit of crazy people. And then some more children. And then you've got Demon
by
Slayer.
the way...
And you're probably wondering, well, Mike, how do I serve this after I've finished preparing it? Well, one, this pot at this point is like the size of Jerusalem. So, like, you know, you just want to, like,
You
I don't
also
know.
can't forget about the blood.
Yeah, blood is part of the main mixture. Like, that's what you cook it in. You cook it in blood. You cook it in about 1.5 gallons of blood, and then if it gets
I'd say
too...
maybe 10 gallons.
No, if it gets, like, too...
Trust me, there's a lot of blood. I'm saying
Shut
10
up,
gallons.
Aiden. I am the chef. If it gets too thick, add more blood. Just keep adding blood until it's a nice liquidy consistency. Or at least a nice blood consistency.
I think if you boil blood, I think it actually becomes, like, smooth.
Aiden, just shut up and let me finish. I am the chef.
Fuck you.
No. Anyway. So, yeah. Once you've got all that in your pot, you stirred up the trees that you threw in a bit later. And now you've just got this mess of bloody buildings. A boar head is floating in the corner, because that's one of the things you had to add at some point. You've got blacksmithing, you've got steam, you've got cars.
You got someone who almost got turned into a spider.
Yeah, you've got him floating around in there. And then, once you want to serve this, what you do is you take the magazine you take like an extended magazine from an AK-47, fill it up with the soup, and then pour it onto a plate. The AK-47 magazine adds a sort of hectic flavor to it. So it makes it more... It gives it more taste, to say the least. Now, of course, you are allowed to taste... You can taste it before you serve it. It's suggested. And if you notice it's a bit under-tasteful and you don't think the magazine will be enough to change that, you know, just...
Restart.
No, you don't restart. This is actually a very easy dish to fix. Just put a couple of regular seasonings in there. I'm talking like rocks, gravel, which is just smaller rocks, sand, again, just rocks.
A headless body.
Sure, throw that in there. I'm sure that'll increase the flavor and add more blood.
A head with arms that's stuck to a tree with an axe.
Okay, you're making this a bit too spoilery, Aiden. Anyway.
Okay.
And then once you're done flavoring it up, and you've served it, you've got guests who probably think you're insane, or you're serving cannibals, and they're happy. Or you're serving people like you, and people like me, who find these types of plots interesting. And will literally do nothing but eat this meal until they die. I have been Chef Mike, and thank you for coming to this cooking tutorial today.
If you